The following program is rated TVMA. It is intended only for mature audiences.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to another weekly episode of Commission Talks on the Buzzing with Marlo channel. I am your host, Buzzing with Marlo's own Warren Marlo. Guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure, we always gotta say it. Make sure you like, share, most importantly, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms, including Facebook, including Instagram, including the X, including TikTok, including all these dang social medias that they just find a way to pop up on here. I'm pretty sure we're there. Obviously, you can check us on all audio platforms as well, just to name a few: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Pod. Yeah, Apple, we're on there finally. Pandora, we just finally got on that one. Jesus, that's been a fight forever. And Good Pods, and wherever else you get your audio podcasts, pretty sure we are there. But guys, this is another episode of Wednesday, so you know what the topic is. You know what we're going to talk about. You know I'm not alone. But first, we gotta praise all these great men and women that have been in the ring, entertaining us, doing all these things, all the craziness that has happened this past week. Obviously, Wednesday, we got AEW on tonight. I find it funny. They've been kind of celebrating. CM Punk returned there like 4 years ago, so that was kind of funny that they kind of left it under, but social media has been what social media is. But guys, like I said, we are not alone today. Guys, I want to bring him out. He's rolling on in here, hot wheeling it, zip lining through. And ladies and gentlemen, 1130's podcast is on Dre On Wheels. And we even got a little special guest. Little Dre is here. What up?
What you gonna say?
Oh, no, he in camera shot now.
What you gonna say?
He's like,
Nothing. You gonna say what it do?
Yeah.
What it do? Say what it do. Okay. All right. Yeah, he out get shot there. Any other time he been like, yo.
It's always when the light is on. That's when everybody just wants to just start being quiet.
Yeah. What's going on?
We want them to be quiet and never. Never.
Yeah.
Speaking of quiet, who just popped in the door? Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
All right.
Hi.
Go on with your haircut looking so.
Mm.
Hold on. Okay. Hey, quiet. Thank you. Day's recording. All right, man. How's it going, bro?
It's going well, man. It's going.
It's another Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, man. These weeks are going by real fast.
Is it dragging, or do you feel like they're going fast?
Well, to me, I feel like, they pretty much going fast though. Like, just time just be flying by.
Right.
That's how I feel. Other than like when you're like waiting on something, I feel like That's the only time you be like, damn, man, like I'm waiting on Friday to come. Like, damn, the week is going by real slow,
Bro,
But other than that, though, like, yeah, I just feel like it's just, yeah, it's going by though. But yeah,
it's
everything
certain
been good.
days, like when it's like early, like Monday goes by super quick. But when it gets to like
Yeah,
Wednesday or Thursday, and it just feels like someone just hit a pause button, and it's like, what happened? Like, what happened?
yeah, yeah.
How's
I
it going?
feel
How's
you.
it going? Wild Danger Ginger has appeared. Welcome, welcome,
Oh,
welcome.
that's your lunchbox. That's amazing.
Hey,
That's what's up, man.
but hey, man. Obviously, it's Wednesday. It's time to talk some wrestling. You ready to talk
Hey,
about some wrestling?
you know it, man. You
I
know
mean,
it.
you're doing the watch alongs. You more
Yeah,
on wrestling
yeah,
chats than me now. Like, good
yeah,
lord.
yeah. But even when I'm
I
doing,
can only do talk about wrestling maybe 2 days a week now. Like it just burns me out, bro.
yeah, but see, that's the thing. Sometimes though, oh man, that's the thing though. Like when I be doing them, other than like, like people in the chat be, sometimes it don't even be what's going on. They'll probably just ask different questions, But like actually doing the watch along, sometimes, I don't really. I don't want to say I don't really get a chance to just like go at it, go all into it, because I be trying to rack to every other match or something else, so another segment probably come up. So, but yeah, man, definitely, I be trying to put out more content and stuff.
How's that going? Like how's all that transition? Like you said, man, you were just strictly doing podcast, interview based standpoint. Then you upgraded, and
Yeah.
then we pulled this off. I mean, good lord, commission talks has been a thing. This has been a consistent thing just with us two lately. So that's something that we're really enjoying. The fact that we got a consistent thing rolling with it. Um, but like you just said, you do a wrestling talk podcast, you do a Beyond 11:30. I mean, like, good lord, man, how is it, man? Are you just so accustomed to being behind the camera nowadays? Like, how's that go?
Yeah, like what? December will be what, 6 years now. So it's just like, hey, when you just ain't you just yeah. To be honest with you, yeah, just so custom. And then also too, I just started listening, just going on to the YouTube studio, John, and just looking at the analytics, and the analytics was like, hey, look here, the analytics don't lie. So you know. But yeah, doing a podcast shows, man. I'm definitely trying to like switch it up, do something different. Obviously, the Beyond 11:30, that's a little, do that at the right time with Chanel, Harley, and Brian B. I think this would be the perfect time too. School about to start up, whole lot of shit, talk about, and everything. So yeah, so that's obviously coming back. I think like October or something like that. But
Hey,
yeah,
speaking
yeah,
of
the
that,
wrestling.
I think we got a great topic before we get to the wrestling talk. This segment we call the Dad Rant of the Week will be sponsored by anything that cures headaches. But, Dre, obviously, like you just said, school's starting back for you, and obviously, little man, this is gonna be his first time ever in school scenario. My daughter's just on the middle standpoint of the second week of school. Actually, technically, we could probably say this is still the first week just because she started school on Thursday. So I don't really necessarily say she has been there fully a week yet, but we just started enrolling Annabelle into dance and in soccer, and might I add, she's in school as well. So we're gonna be pretty busy on over on this side. But Dre, man, you got any good dad rants this week?
Man, I don't even know, man. This week.
I know last week we had a hell of a one, but
Yeah, yeah,
it would got both of us in trouble.
yeah. Definitely with us though. But I mean, the
That one
fact
would have been
that
sponsored by Blue Chew.
yeah, I mean, just this week, man, just preparing to and I don't know if you hear him in the background just going off, but yeah, just preparing for him, to get him ready to go to school and everything, and and kids and germs and all of that other
Oh,
stuff like that.
it's
You
get
know,
in line. It's coming.
yeah,
It is coming. One
yeah,
thing I'll just say on that scenario is try to keep your kids' hands clean as much as you can. Like when they get home, just wash their hands simultaneously. I used to not really care about stuff like that, but man, when it come to my daughter, like it just felt like she just walked outside. She just
mm,
simultaneously got sick every freaking day. And I'm just sitting there like, dude, how much more energy do you have in you? Like I could not be sick every damn day.
yeah. That's another thing that to worry about and stuff. So
And it was
yeah,
like,
man. Yeah.
and then it was like when she got in kindergarten, it got to a point where she was okay until she was on Friday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, she was sick every single
Mm,
time that week. Every single time. It was like when they took that little break, that's when she got sick.
mm, yeah. I mean, look, yeah, we just got over a little, uh, little him having a little sickness, it's like a month ago. But we just preparing ourselves and just getting ready, basically. Just you know,
What's the most nervous part about it? The fact that
well, his mama,
you're not gonna have him for like because y'all been so accustomed to have little man with y'all every single day. And
mm-hmm.
that's gonna be the fun part at the same time too. Now is like you're going to appreciate that time where
Oh
the
yeah,
kids
oh
at
yeah,
school.
yeah.
It's
Uh
gonna be like a
huh.
vacation for y'all.
Yeah, it might be though. It might be though.
I
But
just
I
say
don't.
don't sleep in too much because then the day is gone because
Nah,
you gotta go pick them right back.
nah. Yeah, because yeah. Like if he went to school, maybe down the street, maybe that would have been a thing. But I don't even think that would have, cause I'd have just been like, fuck it, bro. I'm going back to sleep. But nah. But yeah, his mother, yeah, is a ball of panic right now. That's about it though. He's sitting there just, yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. He acting free. I don't even think he be knowing though. He just be like, yeah, I'm ready. He got his
Yeah.
book bag. He got his book bag ready and everything. Got bluey
Oh,
everything.
Bluey, we got
Yeah,
Bluey now.
bluey.
So what's
Yeah,
the main
bluey.
theme so far for him for like school clothes wise?
What,
Annabelle
uniform?
goes Stitch. Oh, they
Huh?
wear uniforms.
Yeah,
Okay,
uniform.
okay. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Annabelle got Stitch galore everywhere. That's been the theme for her school clothes this year. So hopefully Belle don't get out of Stitch or we're screwed. Um, but
Uh,
but yeah, man. I mean, obviously school coming back and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean it's a reaction to like, oh yeah, this is cool, but then it's all at the same time, it's like, dang, my baby's growing up. That's when you really
mm,
start getting those focuses like, damn, it's starting to happen. Like all those
yeah.
times you talk about, you look at your child and you're like, one day you're gonna grow up. And like my
Mm.
daughter is about to be 7. My son's in middle school now, and it's like, good lord.
Yeah, I know, right? And another, would you say 7? And your son is in middle school. How old is he?
He's 12.
12. Yeah. About a good another what? 10 years, dog. He what? 22.
He's gone.
In
He's
10
gone.
years, 17. Yeah. So yeah, time fly, man. Time definitely flies by. Can you please get off the table? Get him off the table.
I know what's gonna hit me when Matthew gets taller than me.
Yeah, I know. I think that's everybody little thing they go to when you got kids and especially like a boy. Oh, you getting tall. Oh, now you want
That's when the kids are
buck
gonna
up.
start bulking up and sitting there
Yeah, that's
like,
what
"Hey,
I'm just.
Dad,
Yeah,
what's up, Dad?" You're like,
uh
bro, Daddy
yeah,
still got it, still that
yeah,
guy.
yeah. That's exactly what I was about to
Don't
say.
let that twist. Don't get it too humble over there, Bubba.
Hmm. Yeah,
Well,
but
man,
yeah,
obviously,
everything
school
good.
starting. It's going to be some fun. You're going to enjoy yourself. It's going to be a cool experience at the same time because, like I said, man, you're getting to walk your kid to class and stuff like that. So that's going to be I'm really excited that you get to experience that.
Yeah, should be
It's going to
fun.
be fun. It's
Nervous, but should be fun.
All right, man. Obviously, we got pro wrestling. We're going to talk about some good pro wrestling today. We're going to start it off talking about a certain someone had to drop the title on Monday Night Raw. And I am talking about somebody that was a guest on the Stephanie McMahon What's Your Story podcast. Guys, highly recommend that podcast. Very good, man. If y'all really want to know about Stephanie and like really how good she is in an interview-based standpoint, check that podcast out. And you could also check it on YouTube if you're not just someone that just wants to play on audio. But her guest was Naomi and Jimmy Uso. And at the very end, we heard that Naomi is finally, because I know she's been trying for a long time. She finally got pregnant. So, and
I didn't know that.
And crazy to believe, yeah, they've been trying. Well, Jimmy's got, I think, 3 kids. I think without Naomi, I think it was 3. But so major congratulations to Naomi. But it sucks because that woman was on the run of the lifetime.
Yeah.
Around.
Yeah, like, okay. They did like it was, I think, last week. She wasn't obviously on Monday Night Raw. She was supposed to defend her title against EO, and then they, said that Naomi and Jimmy is going to be on Stephanie McMahon podcast, and when they didn't make no mention of it at all. They didn't make no mention of it, and then until I believe was on Monday, they were just like, Naomi's gonna come out there and address the women's. I was like, I gotta figure, what it was gonna be though, but yeah, she was on the run of her life, man. And I think it's just some things is about timing. Now, obviously
she'll be able to pick it up as good as Becky did, because you remember Becky came back off the shuffle.
Yeah, that's a good question though. What's good, Dave?
Dave?
That's a good question because like Alexa Bliss, she was another one who had a baby, and she obviously didn't come right back. I think other stuff also played a factor into it. Also, Bray Wyatt passing, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, WWE got a great medical team, and get her in shape. After she had a baby, or whatever like that. Obviously, she's gonna miss WrestleMania. So if we do see her, the next time we probably will see her is probably around the summertime next year. I just feel as though, Becky's was like the right timing, far as, because they talked about this on the Bianca Belair show that she had on Hulu, and she talked about how she wanted to have a baby, but she always wanted to talk about like the perfect timing, because obviously she's the hottest superstar. She wanted to be out there, stuff like that. But if she does have a baby, a lot of things stop, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. So, like I said, Becky, the pandemic, everybody was at home, so like they doing shows with no people in the crowd, so it was the right timing. I just think Naomi, it was just weird timing, but I'm completely happy for it because I was just really getting behind this new Naomi and this whole proceed with caution. She cashing in the money in the bank now. She women's champion, all that. So like, yeah, it was just the timing for me though, But hey, I think she'll be able to pick it up and come back. I don't think she wouldn't. I think she sort of established herself as being that, villain character when, she debuted, it all, though, a couple of months ago. So I think she'd be all right. I think she'd be able to slide back into a story, into everything, and be able to become women's champion. The best time, I think, to do something to easily slide her back in, like, we got one more spot left in this Money in the Bank, and then she comes in. I'm
thinking it's gonna be a
and of course she's gonna miss the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, so obviously the Royal Rumble is a perfect thing, but or you could just have someone where she attacked the Jade Cargill, so she could attack someone else and then she could make her way back. Who knows who it is though? You know, so but yeah, she could possibly, climb back up into her spot. Who knows though? I mean, I guess she having too much fun on Big Jim though. But but hey, that's cool. I'm
Yeah,
excited for her.
I am too, man. I'm glad she's getting stuff. She gave a heck of a promo on Monday. Yeah, Devin, she really did. I love the fact. I know a lot of people feel a certain type of way when they got, to vacate the title and surrender it. But I think it's also out of respect factor too, because in a way, the show has to keep going. And, and I loved what they did with Liv. Obviously, with Liv getting hurt, they had Roxanne take her place and stuff like that. So I'm glad what they're doing with it. Obviously, I feel like that's where they know for a fact that they really were behind Naomi
Yeah.
with the title as well. And I feel like, when with the direction and stuff that they were bringing, obviously the way the audiences were looking at Naomi, um, Naomi's supposed to be playing a heel, but Naomi was engaging with everyone. Uh, I think that was a really cool thing as well. Naomi praises everyone on social media and does her little things and stuff like that. I think Naomi will definitely be able to bounce back and, get right back in the big picture. It would be funny if she turns on Becky. I think that would be hilarious if
Mm,
she does what Becky did to Bianca, but she does it to Becky whenever pay-per-view that she'll be there for. So I'm happy for them. Congratulations to Jimmy and Naomi. I
yeah, most
know
definitely.
that's pretty awesome experience. I know, but the only thing that sucked it was the timing,
That's what I say.
and I we're not getting any younger. Naomi is pretty much up there as it is, and I don't know. We'll
You know
see
what I
what
think it is? You know what I think it was though? I ain't even gonna lie though. It was when Naomi won the Money in the Bank because I think I was hearing that she's 7 weeks now.
Yeah,
So I believe it was around the time that when she won the Money in the Bank contract and she had that like suitcase like junk like and she was like riding
yeah.
around on it, and I think a lot of people made jokes or whatever, and even she said it, like that suitcase was Big Jim, and stuff like that. That's how she ride Big Jim. I think that's what it was though. But yeah, man, like that's it. She did give a heck of a promo on Monday. I
She
like how
really
she
did.
didn't just give up the title, and she was just like to all these heifers back there, if I gotta be breastfeeding my baby when I come back and take back my title, like I just hope she keep the vibe, man. Like because man, everything was just clicking, like everything,
She was
and
very old school, but it was very relatable at the
yeah,
same time.
I don't even think it was old school. Yeah, she was relatable, especially like look like from she was relatable to a lot of people I know like for real though. So it's really cool to actually see her come out that shell and not be the glow and all up friends with everybody. So yeah, when she come back and she'll do her thing. She'll
I
do her
think I
thing.
think they
So
played a very good part for her, coming back and stuff like that. In a way, you never know. Audience could possibly have forgot, oh, Naomi's been on Impact and done all this cool stuff over there. So I felt like that's where they were going with that thing. Obviously, the turn on Jade was phenomenal, which in a way it
now
benefited
now
Naomi over Jade completely. I hate to say it. It was supposed to benefit the babyface, but Naomi, it benefited completely. Jade, I felt like it digressed Jade's run.
But now if you look at it now, it was it's however you look at it though, right though. But
Mhm.
I'm looking at it a certain from a certain angle. It looks like it was sort of for nothing. Like if I was Triple H, just I'm no I'm not the
I
person
mean,
to be
it's
like,
like
oh
it's
yeah,
like how what they did with Punk. Like Punk got this big shock factor when he came back at Survivor Series, but then got hurt at the Rumble. And then now you're like,
yeah,
oh shit, we don't have a Mania match.
yeah, I see, I understand that, but him getting hurt wasn't that just happened. He was just in the ring. It wasn't like a Naomi was just in the ring and she just got pregnant. No, Like Jimmy, like shit happened. We all know we grown. Like, come on, let's be like we grown. So if I was Triple H, like we talking to all our talent, we already got 6 months, 3 months, shit already in advance. Though I'm like, yeah, I'm totally happy for you. Like he's a father. We all parents. We understand, stuff like that. And as being 37, sometimes as a woman, you don't necessarily get all those opportunities. So when it does come around, it come around. But also, it is the worst timing. You gotta, think of timing though. So
this is a sport of sharks, and
yeah,
they're waiting for the next.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, Naomi attacked Jade. All right, Bianca now out. She was pregnant. Now she don't got the title, and now that push has slowed down. Now Jade Cargill, on the other hand, won the Queen of the Ring, went to SummerSlam, didn't even win it. Now you don't really see her. Now Bianca, she's still out with the finger injury, so it's like, all right, now where we go from here? Like, so it was, it put a halt to a lot of.
Do you think Jade facing Tiffany was a good thing for Jade?
Well, I think what happened was I feel like Naomi cashing in at Evolution on the Women's World Championship was a shock value. They wanted to do it for mainly shock value though, but I feel like the story was in this pudding though for Naomi to cash in on Jade after Jade beats Tiffany.
That's what I thought.
But they pulled a switcheroo on us and just change it up. Don't want everything too predictable because it was predictable. But
they wanted that spot for Punk, like Seth cashing on Punk, shock factor.
Yeah. But see, even that one was great too. But I think this one would have been great either way because the story.
One of them with one of the shock factors get hurt because we're like, oh, we just witnessed that earlier type scenario.
I mean, I just kind of like to see it more so like Jade. She won Queen of the Ring. Okay, cool. She gonna take on a women's champion, which would have been Tiffany. That's great. Naomi would have kept the money in the bank, and then when Jade Cargill wins her championship, then Naomi comes down and cash in on her. Then this sort of rivalry, between Jade and Naomi sort of continue. It continues to where we get that point to where I feel like Bianca was always behind it all along though, but I think they just completely stopped on it, but then having Jade not win also kind of like was like, oh, wait a minute, like like y'all building her up, like Nia Jax got more leverage than her, kind of like, because she won the Queen of the Ring last year and she went on the SummerSlam to win the title. But now you get Jade, who's this this big superstar that everybody loves and everything, and she went Queen of the Ring and she couldn't take out Tiffany at SummerSlam. So yeah, so now she back to the drawing board. But yeah, I just feel like all of that now just fell flat now that Naomi gonna be gone for some time.
So what do you think would work for Jade? What do you think it could really help Jade get back in a momentum standpoint?
Well, I feel like I'm pretty sure. I'm not pretty sure, but I don't know if the Bianca Belair injury has anything, this push, has anything to do with Bianca Belair's injury. Because I think, it just meshed well, with all them three telling that, amazing story. Where Jade Cargill goes from here now, it seemed like she's going to be going after the United States Championship now. So now you didn't get the Women's Championship. Now you got to go back down a level notch to sort of like, gather it all together to, try to climb back up to the women's title. But I don't really know where she definitely goes from here at this point, though. I really don't. Because if she does, I can't see Jade Cargill not beating Julia. Like, Julia is good in her own rights, but Jade Cargill will probably dust her hands with her. Like, like Jade Cargill is not the best wrestler, no. But I'm just looking at, if I just saw these two women.
A lot of people are knocking Jade's in-ring ability, but Jade has gotten better.
Yeah, I'm not knocking it, and I'm not saying she's the best. But if I just
did with Tiffany really showed like she's really trying. She really does try.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, if I just seen them on pay paper and I just looked at it. I'm like, well, I'm choosing Jade. Jade looks buff. She look like she gonna whip some ass though. But that's not always the case, especially in WWE though. But I don't know where they're gonna go next with Jade though. I really don't know. But
Do you think Jade's lack of in ring, like picking it up quickly, is the reason why this momentum is probably not to what we thought it would be? Because I mean, she was one of the big hot free agents that they were talking about. Like they paid her big ass dollars to come on over.
well,
She didn't go to NXT. She came straight to the main roster.
I think what it was in a way, or what it can be, that I think WWE with I think a lot of stuff was happening. I think around that time too. WWE, and they had started hearing the rumors. The rumors did was getting out that Jade Cargill could be coming to WWE, and I think WWE wanted to hop on it and release the news
Well,
themselves.
it was all leaked
And
because she was at the Performance Center.
yeah, so they hopped on it and they released it themselves. But which she didn't really make her debut until the Royal Rumble in January. And after that, of course, you start seeing her and Bianca team up. We all knew, okay, they're gonna team up. They're gonna turn on each other. They win the tag team titles. They lose them. They get them back, and then Jay gets injured or whatever like that. Then they come up with a story, which is good. Come fast forward, it's Naomi. Jay comes back at the Elimination Chamber,
Yeah,
and
man.
I just felt like like the story was really compelling, especially to add that Bianca was the one who done it,
Yeah.
and that she was spiteful, and that she was jealous of Jade, and that she was like, you came in with all this momentum, and you think you're gonna take my spot, and all this stuff like that, and I think it was so much story around that, and yeah, but when you go with her now, I guess you just gotta build her back up. I mean, she'll be all right though. You know,
I
she
think Jay
ain't,
would be fine. I think the
yeah,
biggest
she'll be
thing
all
is a
right.
lot of people overthink it, and more importantly, like we the biggest thing is everybody jumps ahead, and that's something that really I think wrestling fans really mess up on. They look at what's next before something is delivered already, and
Mm.
I feel like that's what is a good and a bad thing. It could vary out which way you want to do off of that, but it's like let it happen. Wait for it to
Yeah,
happen. See what it can do. Stuff like that. But
and now, mm, nah,
go ahead.
I was about to say
No,
since now that Naomi dropping the title, now we gotta figure out who's going to be the new women's world champion. Though, any ideas or any thoughts of who you think could be the new women's world champion?
ooh, I don't know. Roxanne Perez is really caught my eye on this.
Roxanne. Okay,
They could
okay.
really go with something with that, and that'd be the way to get Liv back too.
Most definitely, most definitely. Oh, also, I saw something like right before we started, which would be someone would be a great one is Raquel Rodriguez. I think
Yeah,
Raquel Rodriguez would
she is
be
ready.
because
She is
she's
ready.
definitely improved. She's definitely improved. She got the look. She's tall. She's dominant and all that. And even if she does win it, it kind of like tells a story also, just like you said with the whole Liv Morgan thing, like Liv Morgan, she won her title back too. So yeah, like Roxanne, Liv Morgan, I think them will probably be the top two that I can think of
Yeah.
that could be a women's world champion.
I mean, who knows? But I think Raquel would be the best one because, in a way, it could make where Raquel thinks, oh, everything's good. I've been supporting Liv and all this. Roxanne's been helping out, whatever. And then this could be a way to switch Liv on a drop of a dime as well. So
Mm.
I think, like we just said, it could go just as well as the Naomi and Jay Cargill thing if they do it right. If they do it right you could do. I said that feud can go all the way to WrestleMania, all the way to WrestleMania if they do it right.
Which one? The Liv Morgan and Roxanne?
I mean, with everything, like with Raquel, have it where Raquel is like on top of the world and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Have Liv
yeah.
come back at say What were you at? What were you in?
The Royal Rumble. She's coming. She's winning the Royal Rumble. You know, like
If
that's
she
my pick.
comes
Like,
back around that time, yes.
yeah,
And if she does come back around that time, she's eliminating Roxanne.
she's eliminating Roxanne.
I think she will
Oh,
definitely eliminate Roxanne.
eliminating.
Definitely eliminate Roxanne.
Okay. I mean, me personally, the only way I feel like they can go with the Roxanne situation and possibly having Roxanne as the women's world champion is I think they would have to tap in a little bit more to uh the whole Roxanne and Dirty Dominic thing right now, because that was sort of like the thing in the beginning, that where Liv Morgan was out doing the movie after WrestleMania, and they brought in Roxanne, and Roxanne was bringing Dirty Dominic chicken nuggets, and oh, what sauce do you like, and oh, I like this one, and all this stuff like that, and her rubbing on his arm and everything like
Just getting
that,
that
and
whole shenanigans off.
yeah. So like the only way I feel like they can go back and tap into that is if they lean in more into it. Although that Dirty Dominic seems to be busy with AJ Styles and Vikingo and Triple A, but
He's got
that
a
would
damn
be great.
lineup, don't he?
Yeah, man, Dirty Dom, man, he's something else. He is something else, man. But
Speaking of that, we got to give Dom his freaking flowers. That main event he did with Triple
amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow. What are your thoughts on AAA, Triple Mania? What was it called?
Yeah, Triple Mania.
Triple Mania. Okay.
Yeah.
I was making sure it was the right thing.
Yeah,
Triple Mania. What was your
Yeah.
thoughts on it? And like, obviously, is that your first time getting to watch,
Yes.
Lucha Libre, something like that?
Yeah, I want to say it's sort of my actual first time, but they did Worlds Collide, in sort of Mexico. So that was cool. But this one was the first AAA joint that I actually got to see, and I mean the whole show was nice. I mean, it was a couple of like the Natalia triple threat match. I think that was like okay, but man, the battle royal was cool. Seeing the little man. I'm talking about the little man, and then the lady I was talking about that people got on me too in TikTok in the comments.
Oh, the pimp.
Yeah, pimp. Yeah, I'm just gonna call her pimp. Yeah, but that was amazing to see, because her and Otis, what they were doing, and then
she did on the character. I will give her that.
Yeah. And Omos, it seemed like Omos only comes back doing Royal Rumble battle royals and stuff like that in the middle of nowhere. But
he's the battle royal guy.
yeah, that's what it seems though, man. But yeah, the whole show was definitely fun. The main event, like you just mentioned, Dirty Dominic. I feel like in the next year,
Dom was winning.
Yeah, I wonder.
Dom wasn't winning. It had to be with AJ involved. It just made sense.
See in the
they
reaction,
booed AJ.
Yeah, because I did in the reaction. That's what I was about to say. In the reaction, I was like, "Oh, that's booty."
They popped when AJ revealed himself.
Yeah, but
Dom got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That building went nuts.
Yeah, they went nuts because I don't know what happened with Vikingo. What happened with him? What did he do to make the people in Mexico hate him that bad? Because at the Worlds Collide joint, they were cheering him. Oh yeah,
they were cheering him hard, and it was like
yeah,
I don't know.
In the next year and a half or so, man, Dirty Dominic, I'm telling you, he's the
main eventer.
He's going to be huge.
I never thought I would sit here and tell you. After I sat there and said Dom needs to go back to NXT.
Yeah, I was just a lot of people were saying that.
Dom is a main eventer now,
mm-hmm.
and it's all because he turned on his dad.
Yeah,
and just ran with it and just kept getting better. Getting better.
A lot of people around that time was like, yeah, man, he need to go to NXT, man. He need to go to NXT. Oh, man, he need to go down to NXT. Especially when he was with his dad, and it was like, oh, no, I don't like him.
The thing was cool, but it worked for COVID. It worked for that. But
yeah,
when you get back into an audience, You can't just leave the smile and be like,
Yeah,
yeah, hurrah,
but
because
then
I'm with my dad type
yeah,
scenario.
but then you also can't pass up the first ever father and son tag team though,
Right.
like tag team champions. So they did that, which is definitely cool. But yeah, when he turned on them, I think it was at Clash at the Castle, and he revealed himself and he turned on Rey Mysterio and Edge because Dirty Dominic felt like Rey Mysterio was always choosing other people over him
Right.
throughout his whole life, and then turned on him, and then got with Rhea Ripley, which really was like an abusive relationship for real, for real. Then it turned into something else. Yeah, but yeah, man, and been the most hated and starting to become one, a beloved character, just over time, man. So yeah, Dirty Dominic, man. Uh, I'm digging it. I'm digging it, man. Yeah, but
I
Triple A
will
was
say
definitely dope.
this. I will say this. For everyone and wrestling fans to be able to call everyone on their bluff, they
Uh-oh.
search everything, they look at everything and stuff like that. I was so amazed just how well they were able to put the Dominic and Rhea thing together, knowing that both were married to somebody else, and it still made sense. You believed it, you dialed in on it, you got more invested in it. It built and like in a way, Dom is a huge main reason why Rhea is a household name right now. So it's
Hmm.
like, Rhea and Dom both benefited off of each other completely.
Same thing with Liv Morgan too.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Same thing.
I don't know. Liv came off her. She was doing stuff on her own when she decided she wanted to play the heel part
Yeah,
and
she was
stuff
doing her
like
stuff
that.
on her own, but Liv really, and I feel
If
like
you
Liv
look at
really,
if you look at Liv and think of someone from the Riot Squad to be a main household name,
yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like even when she was, man, you said the right. Wow, I forgot all about the Riot
exactly.
Squad.
Like, let's be real
But
with it.
yeah, but
Anyone from the Riot Squad, and you're telling me Liv, the girl
yeah, I
that
think
was just a
what what,
spunky,
what was the other
outrageous one.
girl? Ruby.
Ruby Riot
Yeah,
and
Ruby Riot.
Sarah Logan. Sarah
Yeah,
Logan.
we all thought that Ruby Riot was actually going to be the actual one, but Liv Morgan, it turned Liv. The whole thing with Liv Morgan flip is because the story, it wasn't even a story. It just organically became a story when Liv Morgan took out Rhea Ripley, and it was just like, wait a minute, they were tag teams. Oh, wait a minute, Rhea Ripley. Well, Liv did injure Rhea, and now Rhea did injure Liv, and now Liv injuring Rhea, and now it's kind of like
Long
a
build.
yeah, but it wasn't a bill. It was just like shit. It just happened, And then it became like, hold on, wait a minute. Like you injured me, now I injured you, and now like, hold on, wait a
Yep.
minute. What are we doing here now?
You
And
broke my
then
arm, I break your arm.
yeah, and then she got a Poppy and Dirty Dominic, and it's like, well, since she gone, can I just take her man? And things just it just fit it, and I think
And the
that's what
crazy
even
thing is
boosts her.
Liv's single. So it's like it works for Liv because Liv is a single person.
Yeah, and another thing that worked too, man. Liv was like she was also like this obsessive, like I don't know, she was this obsessive chick that was like, well, I'm gonna have him no matter what, though.
Yeah.
Especially when they try to pull the switcheroo over everyone eyes. But yeah, man, like it's definitely going well with Dirty Dominic, man.
Oh, definitely. I will say he's one of the most entertaining things on Netflix right now. So, I mean, just being honest, when he turns babyface,
Hmm.
it's gonna be a different atmosphere, man. It's gonna be a different atmosphere. All right, man. I think this topic will be great for our great guest in the chat as well. What is next for y'all's tribal chief Roman Reigns?
What's
What
next
do
for
you believe?
Roman?
What do you believe is what's next for Roman Reigns?
Well, the tribal thief is what's next for Roman Reigns, though.
Goodness,
For real, he
I'm
got to
glad he
worry.
didn't lose his shoes this time.
Yeah, he got to worry about the Shula Fowler, man, like
The
Big
shoes
Bronson
of all.
Reed, man.
I think he got
I know.
redemption on Monday. I think he
Yeah,
got redemption. He didn't
yeah,
get his
yeah,
shoes back, but he got
yeah,
redemption.
yeah. He did though, and at the end of the show, Bronson
That
Reed
was
said, "I
great,
see you in
man.
Clash and Purge." So I was wondering, like, although I think we were supposed to get Roman and Seth at SummerSlam,
Yeah.
and like we didn't get it. Obviously, Seth, was injured. Played his, did what he did. But then now I'm like, even when Roman Reigns like first came back,
Get his Jordan.
Braun Breaker was the one who was the last guy who speared him. So I'm waiting for both of those matches.
She's gonna go get some Angel Reese. She's over here.
Roman better beat Reed ass and get his shoes back. Nah, you know what I think was gonna happen? Nah, he gonna beat him though. He gonna beat him. Roman gonna beat Bronson Reed though. He gonna beat him. But no. Trust me. How you continue building up Bronson Reed, man? He gonna beat Roman. Gonna beat Bronson Reed. But obviously, Paul,
the Jordan.
Yes. You keep taking his shoes. Fuck hell, yes. Yes, that's how you
keep beating me, but
that's how you do it. That's how you do it. No, he not getting
that could be a t-shirt.
Man, what? Look here. I don't know what he did with them shoes. I don't want them back. Like, I mean, I can get them back. Like, I mean, like somebody take his shoes, you want them back, but
I love it.
Nah, dog.
I love it.
And then another theory I had too, I was just thinking like, man, any match my man should have, man, after he hit some tsunamis on him, he take their wrestling boots, whatever, bro. Like, these mines, bro.
The boot collector,
it's like he should do that.
Just to Roman, like the J.
Yeah.
The ones that are supposedly the kicks. So even the Cody.
Like shit, I can't even fit them, but I'm taking them though. Like they mine now.
And then it could be a chant for the fans to be like, "Oh, he's coming."
Like just something crazy. So yeah, I think he's gonna beat Bronson Reed, and then the next one they're gonna build more up to Braun Breaker, because I think Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, that's a bigger matchup. But I think the one with Bronson Reed and Roman is definitely gonna be funny either way. So yeah, I think Roman is just,
which is funny.
Roman is just doing his thing. The only thing about Roman,
you can just tell Roman is having a blast.
Yeah, he is. But the only thing about I'm not liking, like,
he doesn't have to be in the main title pictures, and that's something that everybody's got to understand.
Yeah, that's great. Even I wanted him in the Fatal 4-Way matchup though. But I know Roman has become such of a big star now.
Can he lose if that's the case?
That's
the case. Because we're talking about building new stars, but y'all want a champion back that was a champion for 3 years.
I mean, I don't really want him champion because he's not even going to hold it as long as he did the first time. So, or, the last time.
He can't hold it more than a month.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is, though, Roman has become so much of a big star is to where we only see Roman for maybe 5 minutes on our TV screen on a Monday Night Raw or something like that. Like at the end of the show, he pops up, boom, saves the day, and it's go.
You hear the audience though.
Yeah, you hear the audience. You hear the audience, but I get that, and I think it's smart. He's become Roman has become more so of an attraction now.
Yeah.
But I feel like, man, Roman has done so much for the business and given so much for WWE. I think, man, like, he could be featured throughout the show, like he could, be in segments backstage, just whether he's walking around and he's seeing other talent and, it could just be a goofy ass segment or, he see Jay and, just throughout the show so we can like see you or whatever like that. Then you're ever just popping up for 2-3 minutes. Oh, roll credits, we off. Maybe we're going to see Roman 3 weeks. The next time we're going to see him is like 3 weeks from now or something like that. But, I get it. He's becoming an attraction now. He's become like what Brock Lesnar was, and like now basically. But when they were going to
in a way, but like you just said, and I agree to an extent with what you're saying, because you want the audience to engage to watch the entire show.
Yeah, like
so just a good bit of the people will wait to watch because of Roman. Because I'm going to be honest, there's not a lot of big name talent on Monday Night Raw right now.
Oh, say that again?
There's not like big name talent on Monday Night Raw right now.
I think it is though. It's just not no big names on SmackDown. I mean, obviously we got Seth, we got CM Punk. We building up the future of WrestleMania with Braun Breaker. We got LA Knight over there. We got some guys over there though. Over on SmackDown, we up here bullshitting with Sami Zayn, joining back up with Jimmy, taking on Solo. Like, Like, I don't know what's going on over on SmackDown. Like the Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes. I mean, that's gonna be cool when it, like, but SmackDown ain't really been, doing with it. But I think Raw
Putting
is
your name as
actually.
Cody hater. Cody hater.
Oh, me? I mean, I ain't a Cody hater. Not by a long shot. It's just that, that's another thing with Cody Rhodes. Like, when let me rewind back. Like when I was coming up, and when even guys were so huge, like The Rock or like the Stone Cold or whatever like that. You've seen these guys though. They didn't get so huge to be like, oh well, I'm just gonna show up. Maybe certain episodes where you ain't seen them all night, and it's just like, damn, my man's getting beat in the ring. Who gonna come out and save him? And then it's like, man, as soon as you ask who, if you smell, oh, there you go, oh yeah. Like, but he was on last week. He was on the week before last, and everything like that. So my thing is that I feel like Roman could still be involved throughout the show and just not just popping up.
But I'm not highlighting what you just said. I'm not. No.
Cody is a boring champ.
I'm not doing it.
Man, I was hoping he turned, a little bad guy. But I mean, even him being a good guy and him about to take on Drew McIntyre. I mean, I'm not too excited about that neither, because one, I know Cody Rhodes is going to win, and two, Drew McIntyre needs something better. Now, maybe Cody Rhodes is the better that he need at this point,
so
but I feel like
Drew needs something better. So Drew, what is better for Drew right now? Drew can't be in the title picture.
No, he can be in a title picture, but he's not gonna win.
He's not because we go against Seth, because you got two bad guys. That won't make no sense.
But I feel like Seth got the more likely to lose the title with everything he got going on. Drew McIntyre could easily go over to Raw and and Seth could be so distracted by JLA. Huh? Yeah, he already beat him. That's why that's why I say he got more of a chance on Raw than he do with SmackDown right now, because we already know like the WWE title is going to be held with Cody and the story he got going on until maybe WrestleMania or whenever like that.
Me as a Cody fan, I don't believe Cody's holding it until May.
Well, he may not. I don't see him losing no time soon. But with Raw, you got Jay, LA Knight, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. You got so many people gunning from Seth Rollins. With Drew McIntyre coming over there under the nose of Seth, he could just swap it right from under him, though. So, I mean, hey, that's how I feel like Sami Zayn. He got a better chance to winning the World Heavyweight title than actually the WWE Championship, because I feel like Cody gonna hold it for a while.
I'm kind of losing hope on Sami, man. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Sami's a great person. Yeah. He's one of those guys that's like, you just cheer for him because it's Sami Zayn. And I feel like that's not working in the area no more.
I can't get jiggy with Sami right now, man. I don't know. I mean, I think it's the underdog thing, man, because I think obviously, he beat Karrion Kross at SummerSlam, and I was like, what? And then he beat Solo 2 weeks in a row, and I'm like, oh man, what in the world is going on here?
I'm trying to figure out what they're doing with Solo. I really
I don't.
I can tell Solo's been showing that he's got rhythm, he's got a range to be funny, make a character out of this type scenario. I think they're trying to do with Solo, but they're trying to be a serious role with him, like how Sami Zayn's build has been for the longest time. Because Sami's just been one of those ones. I really will say it. Sami's one of those guys that just can fit in wherever they need him to be. If they need him to be a bad guy, he has a way to be a bad guy. If
I would like to see that.
Guy, they have him away as a good guy.
I would like to see, I don't feel like Sami ever really been a bad guy, even in the bloodline situation. Like,
the conspiracy gimmick was pretty huge.
Oh yeah, that's all right. I did forget about the conspiracy gimmick.
That was pretty bad guy.
Yeah, when he was supposed to have the documentary and everything like that. Yeah, I do remember the conspiracy. Now that wasn't bad. That was see, but still, you love Sami, because even moments right there, he was just. It was like, oh, this dude is just hilarious, though. Like, even though him being a bad guy, I want him to see fully be on a bad guy. I feel like they could have did it where he could have took the title from Jey Uso. And I think that would have been, great thing, man.
I really thought that would have been the one to drop Jey.
Yes. That would have been
and that could have been
nice.
a whole different dynamic they could have done with that.
Oh man, you talking about storytelling? If Sami Zayn would have beat Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title, the one guy who
That would have
didn't
been a
like,
way to tell Jay to get back with Roman. It'd be like, oh,
yeah,
the one
but
guy that I thought I could finally be away from my biggest fear wasn't my biggest fear. It was
yeah.
my best friend that now is not my best friend because of Sam. You could have drew a whole lineup that could have went to WrestleMania.
I mean, yeah, that's a long build up to WrestleMania. I think we was just coming up, but even just SummerSlam or
You could
whatever,
have
like
made that
it
really
was,
dialed into
yeah,
where it could
definitely, because the guy who really didn't like you and joining his family came around to actually like you, and then the family turned on you to kick you out, and you was the one who was like, "Oh no, why y'all kick him out?" And they became best friends, cool buddies. And like what you as Jey Uso gets the big one, and then the guy who been around as your friend gets jealous of you now, and boy, man, that would have been something. But they missed the boat on that. They missed the boat on that one. I feel like, but hey,
it is what it is. But hey, man,
yeah.
that was So obviously, we're saying it perfectly. Roman's fine. Roman doing his thing, doing the attraction thing. I wouldn't think any different out of that. Roman has done a lot for the business in a way,
Yeah.
and also we got to remind it. Cena has 11 dates left. How you feel about that?
I mean, I just seen something also.
Rumor has it they are trying to push Saturday night's main event, but the sad thing is they have NFL obligations, and an NFL game is already scheduled to be playing on that time. So they're really trying to figure out what they're going to do for Cena's very last one. But they are still booked at the TD Garden. So Cena's final one is still going to be in Boston.
Okay, I guess that makes sense because Friday they was in Boston and we didn't get no Cena, and I was like, well, why he ain't in his own hometown? Like that didn't make sense.
Well, they made announcements of what dates he was gonna be.
Yeah, they did, but I see. Look, man, some of that stuff I don't be wanting to pay attention to. I just want to walk into the show.
Want to be like, oh my god,
I just want to be surprised. Yeah, so some of that shit, man, I just don't pay attention to. If I scroll past it, I be like, oh, okay. And I just take it for a grain of salt. And if it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. Like, but yeah, he only got 11 dates. I seen something on Facebook before we started. They're doing a renovation to the Capital One Arena here in DC, so I'm pretty sure that's why they haven't came back to DC. But hey, I mean, he only got 11 dates. I'm excited for him. I mean, like John Cena is the GOAT, man.
Wait for
like,
WWE to book a show in the Jaguar Stadium, and you know how much of a fuck you that is to somebody.
I want to say John Cena is probably the longest tender superstar that I've probably seen him debut and probably will retire. Yeah. You know, like of course we've seen guys who've been in like
seen him debut, and you're sitting there going like,
I remember when he
be the next Austin. The
11 years old in the summer watching him when Kurt Angle smacked the shit out of him. I know John Cena smacked Kurt Angle. And I remember he was like ruthless aggression. And throughout all this time, it's wild. It's wild. I didn't see the beginning of Stone Cold. I didn't see the beginning of The Rocks. I didn't see the beginning of The Undertakers, nor Triple H.
Probably a good thing. We wouldn't have that look to what we believe it now.
Yeah. Especially Shawn
They both had some very awkward hair.
Well, yeah, man. This final run is coming up.
It's crazy. It's crazy to believe. I will say, so obviously, before we finish this out, what are your opinions on the thoughts on John Cena's farewell tour so far right now?
Well, I sort of said it already, though, but I mean, I feel like The Rock.
Bro,
I love you, Rock.
It's written. It's written. It has to be Rock.
Are you asking? Do I think about his?
No. I'm saying, what are your opinions on what were your thoughts about his whole farewell tour so far?
Well, the whole tour.
I feel like he was going to be a heel much longer. I feel like if he was a heel for the long extent that they were going to do, He was probably going
Now,
to be facing LA
now,
Knight. He was probably going to be facing certain ones to really build him.
now, his final opponent has to be The Rock. Now, I
Yes.
feel like if it has to be The Rock, and the reason is that, well, this whole retirement tour. I mean, we saw him at the Raw Netflix. The next time we will see him will be the Royal Rumble, where he gets eliminated by Jay. And he says that after that on the press conference, on the post show, he's going on to win and go on to WrestleMania calling the shot, which he did. And then we saw him turn heel. And that was pretty much we seen John Cena beforehand. Now, when he turns heel, hey, we all saw what happened next. We no rock. So I was like, okay, all right, man. Like this is a little weird. John, some of the promos, man, was definitely like, okay, I understand John from that. Like they were booing him. Okay, I understand what he's saying. Like, but for a while
He
it was
tried
just like,
everything to get them
yeah,
fans to
he
hate
he
him. He
tried it,
tried
but this
everything.
goes back though. The reason why Vince McMahon never wanted to turn him as a heel though,
Exactly.
because the fans were going to ultimately still cheer him. They were going to still cheer him.
They were buying his merch. Now
Yes,
I feel like the only thing Cena could have done to prevent, all the cheering standpoint, he should have not be wearing the hometown colors
yeah,
of
yeah,
the town that
that
he was in. I
yeah,
feel
that
like
was a
that was a big focal. They're not
yeah,
gonna boo their favorite team's
yeah,
colors in there.
yeah, yeah.
That's
That
like
was
saying
another thing.
Seattle's gonna boo anything of somebody wearing Seahawks. Get out of here. That ain't never
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, that was another thing. He didn't change the music. He didn't. Nah,
I
I
like the
get it.
black and white. I like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
black and
yeah,
white.
yeah. That happened at WrestleMania. Yeah, that was cool though. But I get it. Him being a heel. No, you guys don't deserve anything. I'm not giving you anything or whatever like that. Hey, I understand that. But I think the mainly factor of it overall was The Rock. The Rock left them. The Rock left them. I understand, man, because I feel
Left
like
that man
if
like a
the
pup
if
in the
if
rain.
yeah, you asked Cody sell your soul, and The Rock. I mean, John Cena was like, yeah, I'm on, and we beating you up,
Bro,
and at the end of Elimination
the
Chamber, we
Black Hawk.
both
We're gonna bring one back. You remember the
we
movie Airbud, where Josh puts the pudding out there and throws the ball, and
mhm.
where Buddy goes to run for the ball. Rock throws the ball, and Cena runs for it, and Rock leaves and never shows up again.
That's it. That's it. That's what ultimately hurt his career. Now John Cena should have turned heel in 2013 when he defeated The Rock at WrestleMania. That was the perfect time. But although it happened this year, The Rock was the be all in factor. We still haven't even got the rest of the story. Now, I'm not saying we ain't gonna get it, but we still ain't get the Cody Rhodes and Rock story that I'm sort of, waiting for. But yeah, I think that's what happened. And then obviously he went back to babyface, and then what he said, about The Rock, and of course Travis Scott. Yeah, so his final opponent has to be The Rock, and
I think it's
yeah,
going to be
it's
a
just
gauntlet.
his
I
tour is
think
going
it's
on.
legitimately going to be a gauntlet. I will say this: I would love to have
Oh,
the
I heard
whole
about that too,
focus.
like a garland.
I would love to have the whole show focused on Cena. I feel like he's the one that deserves to have a whole show focused on him for his final one, because Cena already said it. He will not appear back in a ring or anything like that. He will not be on the camera on WWE. When he's done with WWE. So obviously, I feel like he's gonna do, producing or something like that. I mean,
Hmm.
who wouldn't want the mind of Cena? But
Yeah.
yeah, man. Obviously, it's that time again to get that
Oh, her-
race on, to take it on home.
yeah, yeah,
So the
yeah. But
floor is yours, brother.
before we do, I gotta ask one last question. What do you think the thoughts is why WWE decided to make a jump on the ESPN
Oh yeah.
thing right now when they clearly said like 2-3 weeks ago, starting in 2026? Is
Mhm.
this, you think this is going to be sort of like a pilot? Try to, see if it. Well, I don't even think you would need something like a pilot anyway, because if you
They
got,
want to see if they're gonna really pay. I think that's what it is, and it's not
really,
gonna be super expensive starting out.
But I mean, yeah, it's like what they said is $30 though. It's gonna be $30 though. If you have
I
like
mean, if you
Sling,
think about it, these AEW fans, you're paying $75 to watch one fucking show.
no, I get it though. But also though, also, if you have Sling, or if you have Fubo
Yep,
TV direct stream, or if you got
that's right.
Hulu
Fubu.
Plus Live TV, or if you got YouTube TV, you get the ESPN. You get it, like you no charge extra. You get it.
Yep.
But if you don't have it, you have to pay
You gotta
for
pay
the
the
app.
additional though, don't
Yeah,
you?
you have to
It's
pay
still
for the
like the
additional.
UFC thing. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I was just curious what made them jump the gun, and decided to like let's go ahead and do one of this caliber here on ESPN. I don't know, maybe I don't know, but
Well,
I
they
think
got
it's
an
really
event coming up in Indianapolis. It's called WrestlePalooza. So we'll
yeah,
see what
WrestlePalooza, yeah, man. So
happens. Sound like
streaming
a
on
damn theme park.
yeah, wrestling all over the place, brother. It's Peacock, Netflix, ESPN now,
I still say this right now.
Tubi.
Peacock, you just lost your ass losing them. I I won't be still on the subscription list. I'm not even
See,
gonna say
See, but that's the thing. I don't think a lot of people thought about it too. Also, is that
the NBA is
if
not what it used to be.
yeah. That's another conversation. Like I still enjoy it. Yeah, it's not what a lot of this shit not what it used to be. We can all say it. A lot of people who don't even watch wrestling, they come in and see me watching wrestling. Man, this shit ain't what it used to be, man. When I was a young dog, but
What the Stone Cold man?
like yeah. So I mean, yeah,
Want
it
to
didn't
thank the
change,
hair on and stuff.
but yeah, it didn't change. It didn't change the whole lot, man. I just damn, I done sort of blanked out what I was actually
Good,
talking about. But
good, bro.
hey, they making the jump on the whole ESPN deal, and oh, that's what I was gonna say. All right, so if you're going to pay this monthly jump $30 a month, but they only bring in WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Money in the Bank, then okay, I pay $30 a month, so I see the next show on ESPN in September, WrestlePalooza. Then I'm still paying $30 a month in October, November, and December, and there's no show on the jump.
I don't
That's
think that. I think it's just on the month of the show. That's what they do for UFC. UFC just it gives you an option to pay for the additional. It gives you a reminder to be like, hey, this is coming up scenario. This is what it
oh,
is.
so I thought it was
So
more
you
so
don't
like a
have to just seriously just pay it. Like
no,
it
but
gives you an option to pay it.
I thought it was like more so like okay, we got this ESPN app, and in this app, this whole app is a $30 a month app. Not that the pay per view itself is $30.
I
No,
think
you
that's
get
what
the
it
pay
would
per
be.
view. I heard you get the pay per view with the monthly subscription. Now that's what I was just thinking of. If it's
If
like
that's the
that,
case, you're
then
only paying $5. The monthly subscription for ESPN is only like $5. It's like $4.96 or something like that.
I'm confused though. I'm
We'll
confused.
research that. We'll be more onto that next week.
Yeah, I'm confused on that one though. But hey,
We'll
man, yeah.
definitely have to look into that one.
Mm.
Yeah, it kind of does sound a little weird. But I will say this, knowing that they're doing, I agree. I like that they're doing 2 night events, but also at the same time, don't do it for every event because it's going to hurt it. I feel like it's going to hurt a Survivor Series. It's going to hurt that.
But all the
Unless if you put the women in a main event. If the women get one main event, I'm okay with it.
well, all five of the events that they named besides WrestlePalooza, but WrestleMania 2 nights, SummerSlam 2 nights, Royal Rumble is going to become 2 nights, Survivor Series is going to become 2 nights because you could do both nights of each War Games, women and men.
No,
That's
don't
going
do
to
War Games.
Money in the Bank. That's going to become 2 nights because one night you're going to get the men's Money in the Bank, and the other night you're going to get the women's. I can guarantee you they're going to do that, and it's going to be dumb. I hate it, but but all of them seem like a 2 night
I mean,
event.
it's a money factor, but dude, you know how much those tickets are? And they just going up.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just
I know.
going on up.
I can't even make it to one damn SummerSlam. You talking about 2 nights, man? Shit, they came here in 2005. It was one night. I ain't even go. golly, now I got to figure out. Oh
You
shit, which
imagine
night do
it?
I want to go
Like
to?
you just said, if it was like how it was back then, if we got 2 nights of that junk, oh my good, the world wouldn't be ready to see 2 nights of a wrestling event in the
Nah, not back in the
90s.
days. Nah, that would have been crazy. I think for real, they got the idea from, I think, was it New Japan, right? Wrestle
Yep,
Kingdom? Yeah,
yep.
they do it like 2 nights and stuff. So I think they stole their idea and of course took it over. But also because of the pandemic, they couldn't have more people in one arena for like the
Well,
first two
obviously
years.
that was the main factor.
Yeah,
Pandemic,
yeah,
WrestleMania
yeah,
night one, night two,
yeah,
first time
yeah,
ever. I think it
yeah.
kind of built the buzz for it, even though
Mm-hmm.
sadly it was no fans in the stands. Which honestly, a lot of people crap on it, but it was a great card. It was a good show, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it was a good one though. It was almost like, waking up for Christmas 2 days in a row.
Yeah,
If you're a big
I know.
wrestling
It just
fan,
felt weird. I was just like,
Yeah, it
man, this
did.
is a WrestleMania with no crowd.
Yeah. But just,
What are
having
we
it two
doing?
nights, it's just like, okay, all right. But yeah,
And we
man.
got Taker's retirement in it. Like it was a good thing. Like Bray Wyatt and Cena, the whole mysterious thing that they went with that. I mean, it was a lot of different dynamics in it. But Dre, man, it's time for the go home cue, man. The floor is yours. You got a lot of cool things planned on, bro. Let them know what you got going.
Hey man, some real cool stuff, man. This fall, obviously, man. I don't wanna, I got it in my head. I'm putting it down. Make sure it get to, get the ball rolling on it though. But yeah, some real cool things coming with the 11:30 podcast. Obviously, we talk wrestling here on Commission Talks. So obviously, if you like wrestling, we chat wrestling. The 11:30 podcast talk pro wrestling, and as well beyond 11:30 is coming back, man, with the gang and the crew, and of course, man, some new content coming to the 11:30 podcast, man. Just trying to keep it, just trying to keep something, things new, and just trying to keep things new and trying different things. And definitely I miss doing the podcast show talking to different people, but I just gotta get these
Gotta get the
guests
damn
lined
people,
up
bro.
right.
That's the problem.
Yeah, yeah, get the guests lined up right and how I want to do it. And plus, obviously my son about to start school, so I gotta,
Yeah.
rearrange it, how I really want to do it. The watch alongs are, definitely cool because they all at nighttime, he'll be, sleep or whatever. But yeah, the podcast shows and just getting certain guests, man, where we ain't just talking about the same shit, man. And, just, I feel like I had an author on there every other week. So it was just like, yo, like, yeah. So just something different. Certain
I
guests,
love
man,
how
be like,
Brian would make fun of me. He's like, dude, how many motivational speakers do you know?
no more. Like certain people is like really cool to talk to, but in other words, it's like, well, damn, I don't know. And then when you do look at certain people and be like, man, you know what, they'd be a great guest. You hit them up and it just
It was a whole different subject.
a whole different subject, And then the lady who was helping me get certain guests, and she ain't been saying much though lately. So I'm just I'm making sure everything gonna fall in line though. Definitely. And then of course you gotta make sure because this time around, when I do this next season of the show, I'm not trying to have nobody fucking, oh, they wanna put down and oh, we wanna cancel. Look here, you have to let me know in advance that you're gonna be canceling. Ain't no like, nah, I didn't show up. Blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, bro.
You remember
Like,
that,
see,
bro?
and
I had this
then when
dude
you
on
can
my live. I had to wing out 40 minutes. I haven't been on the podcast for almost 2 to 3 months. So it was a good build. Like we had like 60 people waiting in the back on that. And man, when I tell you this dude told me he was super ready, he was ready to go. And I mean, I work with him and this dude talks all the fucking time. All the time, bro. Like the loudest dude in the room at like 5 a.m. And when I say that this man told me he had a sound check and everything, this fool was in a car and I could hear every bit of this car ride. I sat there and said, man, fix the mic, fix this, help me out. Okay, I got you. He's like, I'm ready. So I put it on him. He doesn't even say a word on the camera. So I just had to cut him out and then winged it for 40 minutes.
Oh man. Yeah,
Boy,
man.
that's a walk of shame.
Yeah.
I was mainly just promoting Mr. and Mrs. Marlowe for that week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I just need some, and then I want to get people who be serious. Sometimes you be getting people don't be
Bruh.
fucking be serious about this shit too.
This is
Like
gonna be
I'm,
our rant,
you
podcast
know.
rant. This is just in general.
And then that's another thing. Like going on 6 years in this December. Look
Yeah.
at like sometimes, man, having a person. Look at sometimes I'm cool with just talking to the camera. Sometimes like having a guest doing it with you.
I've been
Yeah,
okay with
like
that for a little
nah.
bit. Yeah.
Look, I've been always cool with it. Having guests is tremendously well, but the other factor into it, you gotta
Live
them
standpoint,
showing
it's
up,
the fun part. It's the
their
fun part
Wi-Fi.
doing it live. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
doing
cool.
it live though.
We
Yeah,
we we
that's
gonna
another
stop it
thing.
on this before we start really not getting
Yeah,
good.
all right, but yeah, man, definitely tune in to everything, man. Tune in to the 11:30 podcast social media channels, man. Follow the 11:30 podcast. All platforms, of course. Beyond 11:30 coming back this fall, and more wrestling content, man. If you definitely like wrestling, definitely subscribe to the 11:30 podcast.
Love it. And with football season back, I was gonna talk to Dre about it. Dre, I know you got Xbox and stuff like that, so I'm thinking we could do a buzzing with gaming, maybe a nice little commission game or something like that. We might have some
Yeah,
fun with that.
yeah, that's next, man. Doing the streaming jump, man. Just gotta figure out how to
Oh,
do it. Yeah, I
I'll
want to do
help you
that.
with it. I mean, there's some fun things that dial in. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes in, especially if you want to air it on Facebook, out of all places.
Nah, I
But
don't want to do Facebook. Facebook some
I
bombs. Nah.
know, don't,
Mm-mm.
don't
Yeah.
at all. That was my biggest regret on it. But obviously we got Mr. and Mrs. Marlowe this week, Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Myself and my wife, get ready. You're gonna hear about my life. Don't know if it's good or bad. We'll figure that out when that happens. Also, like I just said, we're gonna do buzzing with gaming this weekend. I'm trying to debate what game we're gonna play. Obviously, we just did Madden. We had a good turnaround for that one. I'm actually getting really good at the new Madden now, which is kind of shocking. But guys, obviously, like we said, Wednesdays is commission, so we will be on Dre's 11:30 podcast next week for Talk Pro Wrestling. So yeah, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to all our platforms. Subscribe to the 11:30 podcast on YouTube, all social media platforms. Also, check in the Buzzing with Marlowe platforms as well. Also, go to our Buzz Sprout, all those stuff that we've got, man. Make sure y'all go to bonfire/Buzzing with Marlowe /the 11:30 podcast. You can go in there and get you some of that awesome merch that we represent, rock our podcast, represent it all. We will be getting more commission talk stuff later down the road when we get time. When we get time. But guys, I am Warren Marlowe. That's Dre On Wheels from the 11:30 podcast. And this was another great episode of Commission Talks. And we will see you next Wednesday. Later.